Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click on the subscription icon down there right now. On today's episode, we are going to be having a great session with the first and Nigerian foremost prosecutor in the Nigerian police force. His name is DCP Simon Lough. Please, it's going to be an exciting session. Just stay calm and follow through. Please come with me. Okay, here we are live at the legal building at Nigerian Police Force headquarters. My name is Kuje Jailbreak, and I'm the team lead of this initiative. Let's see, can we please meet you?
Okay, it's okay. Thank you very much, and and welcome to my office. And at least that is to to see young lawyers and like you know, having this type of initiative is very encouraging. That you are out to actually pursue your career properly. So I am DCP Simon Lough, senior advocate of Nigeria, and the face of its kind. Not only in Nigeria, not only in Africa. I think there's none anywhere.
Wow.
So this is the face of its kind. So yes, and so thank you.
Please, can you tell us when you were called to Nigeria?
Okay, I was called to the bar on the 1st January 2001. Yes.
Let's say, can you please describe your, or let's ask, what was the motivation behind you studying law?
Okay, yes, yeah. You know, actually, when I was growing up, because I grew up in a very difficult thing. So many things were along the way. But initially, I was going to be an accountant in my secondary school that time, because I was very good in mathematics. I used to represent the state, that Gongola State that time, in mathematical quiz that time. So my principal, Mr. A. Gombe, I still remember him. He used to say, Simon Lough one day will be a bank manager, or maybe even the central bank governor. And so, you know, I was highly encouraged. Things were very difficult to but I was highly encouraged. And because of that, you know, I keep on. So along the line, you know, before then, you know, there is a book called My Book of Bible Stories. It has pictures inside. And you have come across it. You know, I read that book from page 1 to the end. Not once, so like 5 times. So, you see, there are some characters in that book that I admire. Moses, Joshua, Elijah. You know, I admire these people very well. I like the role they play as savior. You understand? That is one of the things that make me to change to law. I say now. And then that time, you know, Gani for me, wrote to me Williams. I read a little about them. So I like what Gani was doing. So I now say, okay, as a bank manager, you know, you can't do that. It's not, you are restricted. Because when I started school, I don't know how to speak any language, only my language. There was one boy, he used to be my interpreter. Because I didn't start in primary 1, I started in primary 3. So, and I did not understand any language apart from my language. So luckily, I got an interpreter. So when the teacher teach, after school, now he'll be interpreting it for me. So that first term, second term, I've already understand everything. I took off from there. So when I went to secondary school now, I was very good in mathematics, in all the subjects, but specifically mathematics, I was very, very good. So because of that, my principal developed interest, you know, so because I used to represent the state in mathematical quiz, you know, so, and I announced he was grooming me to be an accountant, and in most cases he would say, Simon will one day be a bank manager, and I believe one day she will be governor of CBN. So, you know, that was when I was in secondary school. I never knew that I would even come to this level. So now, one day I thought of these things. Joshua, Elijah, Moses. Can a bank manager play their role? It's not possible. The appeal, that banking something was too restrictive. So, you know, I was not doing literature before. So I now asked one of my class teacher, what are the subjects required for somebody to read law? He said, you must do literature. So that is when I developed interest in literature, because I've already changed my mind. Even though I didn't say the principal, I was doing things normal, but I've already changed. In my mind, I've already changed my mind what I wanted to do. So I read literature, and by the grace of God, I passed. In fact, I was best graduating student in the state that year. So, and then from there, I went to university, down to law school. You know, we finished from law school. One of the best at the law school also. This Body campus. I was the first set there. So I went back to my master. Even my master was the best graduating master student. That was in 2002. So, and then while we were in secondary school, Onovo, you know, retired DIG Onovo, he came to our school. He was a DPO, he was a DSP. He came to our school and addressed us. That's the neatest policeman I've ever seen. Very neat, and he remained neat until he retired. So the way he talked, the way he was, the way I said, okay, one day I also make a career in the force because of him. Because I said, I like this type of people. So, you know, when I finished my university, it was called to bar, and now they advertised. When I was even in law school, they advertised for this cadet. So I applied. So, and luckily we were through. So we were at the verge of finishing writing our exam. The result came out that we had to proceed to academy for training. So we went there. I went there and reported. So I now begged the commandant, I said, oh, I have just 1 week left at the law school. So if you can grant me permission just to go and come and write exam and I'll come back. So and gladly he said, no problem, no, just apply. I applied. He gave me 2 weeks. So I now went to law school, write my exam, finished there, and then went back to academy. And I continued there. So, and even at the academy, I was best graduating cadet also, because you see, my preoccupation in life was, anywhere I go, I want to be the best. Anywhere, that has been I want to make a difference. So, and that is what has been keeping me on. So, and when you want to be the best, you must work very hard. And you see, one of the things that made me even to read law was, one, to do justice. Nothing more than, not to look for, not money, not to make money, to do justice to people. Because, you know, I discovered that there's so much injustice in the society. You know, even when I was posted out as a lawyer, I was in oppression. You know, we do so many operations, we have in contact with armed robbers, you know, we shoot some of them, you know, they killed 2 of my boys one time, and you see, one day, we arrested, they invaded somebody's house in Area 8, in Abuja here, Area 8, one lady. They went there, you know, attacked her, raped 2 of her daughters. So we went there on distress calls, and we rescued them. 2 of them were killed, one was arrested, and was sent for investigation and prosecution. So one day I went to Wuse Market. So I had the guy, Oga. I said, who is that calling me? I didn't even talk. So he rushed, he came close to me. He said, Oga, you are the one I want to greet you. I said, who are you? He said, Oga, you haven't forgotten us. You know, say we went for one operation in Area 8. You know, say they killed 2 of our gang. So I was arrested. You are the one who arrested us now. Arrested me. I said, what happened? He said that he was taken to court, remanded in Suleja prison. But the prosecutor didn't show up. After some time, they granted him bail. After some time, prosecutor didn't show up, so the case was struck out. So now he's hustling in Wuse Market. That he's a changed person now. And he see me that. He see me, that's why he want to greet me. you know, I was amazed. I said, I was surprised. I said, assuming it's that madam, Uncle, how would she feel? Look at the people who rape her daughter, rob her of her money, and see them here. You understand? So I said, okay, you know, I feel.
Sorry to cut you.
Yes.
This brings to fore like a question I would really like to
yes.
ask. Just a few days ago, you know, Kujeprison was actually invaded, and
yes.
I just had to ask you because of your line of thought.
Yes.
You know, there are so many people that have been writing articles, opinions that okay, these guys are actually that got freed. You know, that ran away. These are guys that have been convicted. Some of them are starting trial. That what feeling do you want those families to start nurturing now? That okay, look at people that in fact they might see some of them on the street, like you rightly said.
Yes.
So as a senior advocate of Nigeria, and I'm sure like you've had several of those convictions. I will still coming back to that to ask you how many convictions you've secured so far. But what do you think? What is your own opinion legally? And from the police force, what do you think the government should do right? Or what do you think, how do you think the government can come in now to avert maybe subsequent jailbreaks?
You know, it's the issue of jailbreak, you know, is something that shouldn't have happened. Because a place where hardened criminals are kept of all classes, it should be the most secure place than anywhere. You see places like Kuje, because I've gone there, you know, I have 60 condemned people, who are sentenced to death by hanging.
Kuje?
Yes, armed robbers, murderers, who are prosecuted. There were over 100. Some have been sent to other prisons, like Kaduna, Ibadan, Enugu. But 60 of them are still in Kuje there. And I'm still prosecuting like 60, more than 60 of them. And you know, there's a group that are terrorists. So we're prosecuting them in Kuje there. We used to go to Kuje to go and sit because it is not safe for them to be bringing them to the court. And so we've been sitting in prison. Nobody knows that this trial is going on. Yes. And almost all of them have escaped.
Wow.
So, you know, it poses a lot of danger to so many people. So, you know, that place ought to have been the most secure place. You know, there was a time I even discussed with one of the lawyers. I said, you have only 5 soldiers here. Assuming now something happened, what do you think, what can this 5 soldiers do? He said, that's the one they gave them. You know, so so now, you see that place, first of all, apart from posting a heavily armed person, the person should be fortified, should be securely constructed. The way it is not securely constructed. Because the whole of that environment, have you been to Kuje?
Yes, I have.
The whole of that environment starting from where those soldiers used to stay, yes, the whole of that parking lot ought to have been heavily fortified. You understand? Structurally. Not just only the cells where those people are. And you can see that even that building, that fence, you know, is weak.
Very weak.
And because it was built so many years ago. So those blocks are already weak. So that is why, you know, bullets were just penetrating. You understand? So that kind of place ought to have been secure, heavily built. So it is my candid opinion that, you know, if actually government want to ensure that there's no jailbreak, all our prisons must be heavily built, securely built, such that not just even block fence, casted fence, this type that Julius Berger do.
Yes, sir.
These are the type of fence that should be used, because those one bullets cannot penetrate.
Sure, sir.
And even you cannot even climb with say we put ladder. And you know you cannot just come and be putting like that. So those ones are casted, and you understand. So they are so solid. That's the type of fence that should protect all our prisons in Nigeria. I think that is one thing that we first of all, deter people from going to break prisons, because when you go there, no matter what you go with it will take you time to go through. And then the cells themselves, you understand, should also be secured. Apart from, you can cast building also. If you go to this man, Oba of Lagos, if you go to his palace, all the buildings there are casted. All the building. This wall now, there's no end of the wall that you can break it. You can't break any of the wall. That is why you see during NSAS, when they went there, they are tempted. They thought whether you can use digger to break. I see signs of using digger for where nothing. You can't. In fact, you can't even do it. That's why they have to break the doors. They break the doors, break the gate, but the wall is there. You understand? So if cells are casted, you understand? Because you want to dispose secured. You understand? So you must prepare and secure them very well. So I think those are the things that should be done for our prisons.
Thank you so much.
You understand?
And I'm hopeful that all of this will be, we just need to write from your office. If perhaps we can actually look into it, because it has been frequent lately.
Yes.
We have the one of Kaba, we have the one in George, and so on.
And so many.
I really feel you should take a stand, and I believe you will. So back to our activity. So let's say you said you were called to buy in the year 2001.
Yes.
And if I am right, you were conferred with the prestigious rank of senior advocate just
that's 2001.
And 2021. So how has it been, from 2001 to 2021? I know it's not going to be easy,
yes.
The police force becoming. So what are the challenges you faced? And also, how were you able to amass your judgment? Because I know the requirement is a bit, for someone like you that is a bit restricted to, criminal cases. How were you able to, have your judgment in that? And how were you able to, get the prestigious rank of senior advocate of Nigeria?
As I also was saying, I was initially in operation.
Yes.
So when I came to the legal department, I came with a mindset just to make a difference. Because, people take thought that, what can you do in the police? When they meet police prosecutor, they feel it's a walkover. So when I came with the mindset that things will be done differently. Any lawyer that I meet, he will always remember that he met somebody. So in my home, I used to say I would give that person legal injury. So that was the mindset I came here. So all the lawyers, and because armed robbers were being arrested, taken to court and released. And I know what I suffered when I was in operation. I was a lawyer. In fact, people couldn't believe that I was a lawyer doing operation. You understand? Many people used to wonder. You understand? And I did it very, very well. So when I came to the legal department, I said, any armed robber that is arrested and he has a case, he must answer it. So that's why I prosecuted all those armed robbers diligently. All of them all the ones that I prosecuted were convicted and sentenced to death. That's why there were over 100 in this Kujeprison and Suleja that I personally handled. Wow. You understand? So because I prosecuted them very well, and then bad murders, rape, big frauds, town frauds, and I prosecuted them. So they were all convicted. Herbalists, so many herbalists like that, I prosecuted them. They were all convicted. So, but for you to become a senior advocate, it's not just prosecuting at the High Court. You take your cases to the Court of Appeal, down to Supreme Court, because there are a number of cases you must get at the Supreme Court. There are a number you get at the High Court. So, High Court, there was no problem because I have hundreds of them. So, most of these cases, the advantage I was having was that I was the one who secured conviction. So they were the one appealing. So my own is just to follow them, file brief, and then we go there, their case are dismissed. Because all these cases, none of them has been set free, but at the Court of Appeal or Supreme Court. I personally defended 33 of them at the Court of Appeal. So I have 33 judgments at the Court of Appeal. So, and then 7 of them have been successfully defended at the Supreme Court. So, as at the time I apply, even though you need 3 judgments at the Supreme Court, which you take from High Court to the Supreme Court. So, but I was having 7 of them, which were started from the High Court to the Supreme Court. And at the Court of Appeal, they said they needed 5. So I had 33. So the High Court, they said 20. So I decided that, okay, let me just package 50. You understand? So that is why when I took my work there, the thought is for maybe work of like 4 people. So, and thank God, I've never applied before. So I didn't even know how to compile. So I asked some people, how did they compile this? They refused to tell me. So I said, okay, God, you are the one who said apply. So show me the way. So you see, I did my own in my own way. And my own way was completely different for everybody. And everything, there was no query, no nothing. See, from beginning to the end. You understand? So, I prepared for it. I prayed to God for it. And when the time came, he said, put the application. Nobody would stop it. And I put the application, and everything went through.
I really want to ask, while preparing for your conferment, while pursuing the senior location, was there any case you've actually done outside the police force, like you've done, maybe all the people know, or there's a case, since you said, like you rightly said, that one of the reasons why you became a lawyer was to seek justice.
To do justice.
Yes. Was there any of those cases, or even criminal cases that you've done that you felt so, so touched, and you were happy you were able to handle the case successfully? Do you want to share
there are many.
With us?
There are many, but let me just give you an example. Some priests were killed in Benue. I don't know whether you had it. So unjustly killed.
Wow.
So I took up that matter. And I went to Benue State, and I prosecuted that case. Within 7 months, I prosecuted that case. In 7 months, judgment was delivered. The current chief judge of Benue State even confessed that this is the fastest case ever prosecuted in his court. Wow. Throughout that time he said he was 27 years at the bar.
Wow.
So he was impressed with the way we started and we concluded. So that was one. Then there was mass killing in Ife. 46 innocent people were killed. And maybe I'm the one that prosecuted that case. So I say these people who die, I'm going to be their mouthpiece. And they are dead. Nobody knows them. They are nobody, but I will be their somebody. So I took up the matter. I used to leave from here to to Oshobo to prosecute that case. So there was another one in Abia. One young man killed his friend because of money. Even though there were threats here and there, but you see, the time I was going to Abia, it never even occurred to me that anybody will harm me, because my preoccupation was to do justice to the man who had died. So I never even think of anything until I prosecuted that case. The guy was sentenced to death by hanging. I had to pay for it, So there are so many that I hear. There was one Fulani woman who was killed at Dede by a soldier, very unjustly. She was just going to the market from Shakari quarters to Dede to go and sell no. Then this soldier man was also going to that Shakari quarter to see his girlfriend. He saw the woman on the way, called the woman. The woman thought he wanted to buy no. So she followed him. When they reached a place where there was nobody, he carried the woman, hit down, wanted to rape the woman. In the process of raping, the woman resisted. She tapped the woman all over and killed her. In uniform, broad daylight. Yes. So when the case was investigated initially, and you know, when they raised alarm, there was a security man near where he stabbed a woman. He was in a block because he raised alarm. Then they now came there. People came there, mob came there. They wanted to kill him. So you know, the police, you know, rescued the man, the soldier man. So after he was taken to the hospital, he was treated. Soldier carried him. He didn't want to release him. You know, I have to follow it up with the chief of defense staff. I carried the pictures of the case of the woman whom the guy stabbed. You understand? When the chief of defense staff saw it, he said, "This is what happened." I said, "This is what happened." He can even send people to investigate. He constituted a panel of military police. They investigated and confirmed it was true. They don't try the man, dismiss him, and hand him over to us. I prosecuted him. He was sentenced to death by hanging.
Wow.
And the matter is now at the Supreme Court. You understand? So those are some of those touching, you know, some greatly, you know. So those Fulani, the woman had 6 children. So he killed her, leaving all those children. You understand? So I took up the matter for them, for those Fulani people, and do justice for them. So there are so many. There's so many of them. So many of these cases. The stories are so many.
I think you are one of our foremost, if not the foremost prosecutor in the country now. And so pleased that my audience can actually see you. Okay. I'm sure you celebrated because I'm sure most of them are celebrating you as they're watching now.
Okay.
As a parting word, Venice, can you please advise young lawyers out there who are finding it difficult in the legal profession? Some of them are actually walking away because there's nothing actually. They'll tell you there's nothing actually in the legal profession. You know, they hold a contrary view. Some of us are still optimistic that this profession is a good one and we are going to do everything best to make it work. But as a learned sake and someone has seen from both sides, of the divide, we really want you to give your honest opinion to young lawyers watching you right now.
You see, first of all, I will tell our young lawyers that choosing lawyer is one of the best things that they have done for themselves. You see, law is the best profession ever. Even tomorrow, I'll still read law. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And you see, law profession is the only profession that can make you very rich, genuinely. There's no any profession apart from people who are stealing money in the oil industry. Law is the only profession that can make you rich, genuinely, extremely rich. So what you have to do is, first of all, acquire skills. The reason why most of them are walking away is because they came with a different mindset. I come to make money. You see, like me now, I didn't read law to make money. I read law to do justice. You understand? But along the line, doing justice to people has also made me rich. Because people appreciate the justice that you do to them. Nigerians appreciate. There's nothing that you will do to a Nigerian genuinely to the end and he will not appreciate you. So most of these cases, I use my money, travel to so many states, prosecute, do them. At the end, sometimes I will end up forget the person. The person, sometimes 4 or 5 years, somebody will just come here. Okay, no, you see, you haven't forgotten what you did. You understand? And they will appreciate you. These are genuine appreciation. You understand? So what my advice to young lawyer is that, first of all, bend down, acquire skills. Even if you are working with the principal and he's not paying you, the issue is not the pay. The issue is the knowledge you are acquiring. By the time you acquire enough knowledge, money will be following you. And apart from the knowledge, you must have a good name, honesty. You have so many dishonest people all over the place. So when the Nigerians discover that you are a bit honest in the sense that you cannot be 100% honest, but you are a bit honest, they will invest in you and you will make money. Let's say they discover that you are doing your cases very well, honestly. So many people will be coming to you. And as so many people are coming to you, you will make money. You understand? So you acquire skills, be honest with your clients, and diligent in your handling of cases. Not that when somebody come and give you a case, you come tomorrow, nothing has happened. Every day is adjournment. I detest this issue of lawyers coming to court to do adjournment. If I'm in private practice, I don't think I will talk about adjournment. I will go there to finish the case so that I give way for the client, give him value for his money. You understand? But most of them, because they don't have many clients, so they keep on adjourning, and that's what discourages many people from going into litigation. So to you, the young lawyers, this advice, just first of all, acquire skills, be patient, everything has its own time.
Thank you so much, Thank you so much.
Yes.
The audience, you've heard from Nigeria's foremost prosecutor, the first senior advocate the Nigerian police force has produced, and is still standing as the first and only in Nigeria has ever produced. And I think even in Africa.
There's nobody.
Thank you so much,
Thank you very much.
It's been a very robust session, so
yes,
we really appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so guys, that will be all for today. Thank you for staying through. Thank you for watching the episode. And please, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please click the subscription button now, please, and share with your friends. Like, comment, and share. And if there's any other question you think we should ask our subsequent guests, please put them down in the comment section. Thank you, guys.